What are you eating, son?
This.
Is it kale?
Yeah.
Boy, you eat raw kale?
Yeah.
All right. We'll let you. Okay. All right, guys, Papa Pepper back once again here at the Abundant Harvest Homestead. It is currently, I believe, the last day of March of 2020, and this will be our first garden tour for the year. I'm going to skip over the empty beds, and I'm just going to focus on the main garden area. I will mostly show you the plants, not my face, and we'll just kind of roll through, and I'll show you some of what we got going on and what's actually happening. Plans for the future I'll kind of leave out, try to leave this shorter, and just kind of show you at the end of March what things actually look like with what we got growing. Yeah. So here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
What?
So when we got our first YouTube payout, we bought a couple of these plum trees. Burbank back there, early plum here, Methylee here. They are all doing well. They've been pruned back once this year, and I thought I saw one of them at least setting some small fruits. So if you look closely, you can see right by my finger, those are actually little plums starting to form.
Daddy?
Yep, I see. So here is one of our kind of salad green ones. We've got some purple lady bok choy growing in there. I don't think what I planted in here is coming up. Lettuce seedlings are coming between the rows, and then this stuff is just kind of spaced out with some little guys growing in. Should be some salad greens soon. Got peas running here. And the goal in this area is to get 2 harvests. Let the peas run up now, and then I'll plant something else to cover this. I'm not sure what I'm going to plant on this fence. That trellis there will probably be Chinese red noodle beans. This is some corn coming up. This is the Mandan Bride corn. It's a 60-day corn, and we plan on using it to make some tortillas and tortilla chips, maybe some colorful cornbread. We'll see, but I got some over here, and I've got some coming across this area too. The peas were planted in a couple waves, so here's another row of ones that were planted later that'll be coming up, and another row of peas here around the sunchokes center screen that are going to pop up out of this bed. I think last year we got about 100 pounds out of 25 square feet. So you can see a nice row of peas there below where we have our cold hardy kiwis growing here. These cold hardy kiwis are what's going to be growing on this trellis. Let's back up. Some of them are already to the top. Some of them are shorter. But we'll let the peas grow, and then maybe we'll plant something else in this area too that'll kind of compete with these this year, and then next year give it over to the cold hardy kiwis. Last year we grew our snake gourds here. Here is one of our multi-beds. So you got our muscadine grapes waking up for the year above a bed of strawberries, and that's also got peas planted to come up that fence. Here we're missing a muscadine grape, but we do have a bed of strawberries with peas coming up in the middle. And then here you can see where the muscadines are not only waking up, but they're being run underground to propagate them. So they'll form roots down here, and I'll be able to dig them up and cut them off. Again, over here they'll form roots where they go underneath the soil. So I'll be able to fill in that blank. You can see the walking onions in the back row here, looking really good. A bed of strawberries, and a lot of these strawberries are flowering really hard right now. We should get a really good crop of strawberries this year. And then we've got some different varieties of regular grape waking up above them. In this one, the tall plants are trifoliate citrus, one of the citrus trees that'll actually grow in Oklahoma, Missouri, places south of that. Rhubarb waking up around the trifoliate citrus, and then a bunch of radishes planted in there. This is where I'm hoping that the Malabar spinach will resow itself again this year. And of course we planted peas at the bottom to hopefully beat them to begin with. Get the peas up and over them, get the harvesting from that, and then while the peas die back, the Malabar will grow in and take over. Here we've got, like I said, strawberry flowers everywhere. And then we also have currants coming up at the next level, the bush level. And then above that we've got our apricot trees. So if bugger stays there, you can kind of see a couple nice little apricot trees we got growing there. Here we'll see yarrow starting to wake up. We'll have figs and mugwort and other stuff waking up here. More peas growing here. Then here is our asparagus bed. And behind the asparagus, the hops is waking up. So you can see a lot of hops there. A number of uses for those. And then some of these asparagus are coming in really nice. Peas again here. We grow in a lot of peas. I pretty much planted my supply to get a lot of them early. And we'll go from there. Mama planted potatoes here. Potatoes there, a little chase tree, vitex waking up at the back. This is the Korean goji berry, what it looks like after the winter. Here I'm doing a pepper planting experiment. I'll do more on that later. Some potatoes we got to harvest last year coming up. The kale we planted last year, it's just great. These couple different ones, there and there and there, came out of the hugel mound. I just transplanted them here. The onions that didn't do very good last year, we just left in. They're gonna flower and go to seed. And then the kale, like I said, from last year is still doing great. Here we have a couple of cherry bushes. And cool thing about these cherry bushes is they are actually, if I can show you, if you look closely, you'll see they're setting little cherries too. So that one flowered first, this one's flowering now. And everywhere you look, pretty much peas, 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 peas. We're just gonna let the peas run really hard. I pretty much planted my supply. And then probably grow snake gourds again over the top of here. Some birds did set up shop in there this year, so that'll be cool to see. Apricot tree, little one. Here we have Burnett, which is gonna flower and hopefully make some seeds for us. So that's really cool. Good to see. Good salad green. And then we did plant more. These three are from last year. We've got some little seedlings coming in that I sown this year. Here, wild plum tree is waking up here. Apricot tree, Yasta berries, and we've got a number of greens we've sowed beneath them. If you look closely, they'll be growing up. The aronia is about to flower. Beneath that we've got some onions and currants with a bed of dill that should be coming up soon. Look at him. He's using their bench. Yeah, buddy. I just lifted the rest of the runners from these golden raspberries. Tucked them back in the back row. Cacti are doing good. Horseradish is starting to come up. Stinging nettle is coming up. Got some sweet potatoes planted there. Starting to get some stuff sown in this hugel mound again. So that's good to see. Carrot there. Here we have a bed of strawberries that needs to be thinned with the Chinese goji berry. These are Chinese goji berries. Over there is the Korean goji berries over there. Chinese over here. More rhubarb waking up for the year. Let's go into seed. We could be harvesting that already, really. The American gooseberries are flowering really hard, and it is so good to see how heavy laden these are. This could be our bumper crop year for these guys. They're a native one I pulled out of the woods here. Lemon balm down in the back row. Give you a look at that. There it is. Lemon balm down there, and a native persimmon I'm letting grow. I hope to graft into it an Asian variety. This is Sweet Pepper's apple tree she planted from seed, so we'll be lifting it and giving it a better home. Here we've got the comfrey coming up nice and hard with some little apricot trees above it. This little sprout in the middle should be chicory. I believe I got those seeds from Hootenanny Homestead. Here you can see marshmallow coming up. And there is some garlic. There is some garlic, wild onion, and then St. John's wort in the middle. Nice bed of cilantro here. This hugel mound with some cabbage coming in. Some broccoli coming in. Peas are growing on the achacha cucumber fence. This is still a work in progress, coming together though. If you look closely, there's little peaches coming in too. So pretty cool. Here. So that's a little bit of what we got growing, what we got going on. Got a lot more stuff that's planted in a couple different areas. Got some stuff in the house that'll be transplanted out here. Got some other seedlings started, but that's just a quick garden tour. There's a lot of other fruit trees and fruit bushes and berries and stuff all around the property. I'm looking at elderberries and apple trees and all sorts of blueberries, other stuff too. Well, that was the main garden area, and we hope it'll give us a lot of food, right?
Yeah.
And do we like to eat from the garden?
Yeah.
Is that where we like to get our groceries?
Yeah.
Yeah, who helps weed the garden? Do you help pick weeds?
Yeah.
You got a little booger. All right, say pop out.
Pop out.